Assalamualaikum. My name is Irfan Bayudin. I will present my paper entitled Magnetological Field Yield Stress Prediction using particle swarm optimization at low and high C rate region. My team consists of me and then Dr. Fitrian Imaduddin, Dr. Saiful Amri Mazlan, Dr. Ibrahim and Andi Ahmad Ismail. This is the outline of my paper. First, and then I will introduce my material, which is magnetological field. If we apply magnetic field on the material will change from liquid state to semi-solid state. Or in other words, the viscosity will be higher, or the shear stress will be higher, and the yield stress will be higher. If we apply the materials to like the this shock absorber or a damper, we can control the stiffness of the device and break. And then to characterize this kind of material, we need this kind of data. Like the y-axis is shear stress. Shear stress is like viscosity. It is quite the same, almost the same. The higher shear stress, also the viscosity also will be higher. The x-axis is shear rate. The single flow curve, the single flow curve representing the condition of the material at one magnetic field. If we apply more value of magnetic field, the flow curve will be higher, higher and higher. If we see a single flow curve here, we can observe that there are two regions, which are low C rate region and high C rate region. Usually, we or material scientists characterize the material using Bingham equation, or simply put an imaginary line here. The problem is which region. If we decide to put the imaginary line in the low C rate region, we can also get yield stress here, also the plastic viscosity of the gradient here. If we apply an imaginary line in the high C rate region, the yield stress will be higher, but the gradient of the plastic viscosity will be lower. Which one you want to use? In various papers, some papers prefer to use this kind of yield stress. Some papers prefer to use this kind of yield stress. Sometimes it is quite difficult to compare if different paper use different kind of yield stress. Also, the other issue is the uncertainty. If we see the data here, the experimental data here, like there are some possibility prediction. There are some possibility yield stress here, or some possibility of gradients. So, how to overcome this? The first issue, some material scientists prefer using yield stress based on high C rate region and some using low C rate region. And the other issue is this kind of uncertainty. So we want to deal with these two issues by proposing a platform or a systematic method to predict yield stress and plastic viscosity at low and high C rate regions simultaneously. And also we propose a cost function and also an optimization algorithm that consider both regions simultaneously. So this is our objective. This is the methodology. Firstly, we want to formulate the cost function. To formulate the cost function, we need to firstly to select a rheological equation. We need to modify the rheological equation, and then based on the rheological equation, we need to consider the cost function to consider low and high C rate region in the cost function. And then we formulate the optimization algorithm and evaluate the method. This is the material we use in this paper. We characterize the material using MCR 302 manufactured by Anton Park. This is the rheological equation. Before we determine the cost function, we need to determine which one the rheological equation as a basis of the cost function. So we prefer the Plastic-Bingham equation. We can see that the Plastic-Bingham equation can cover almost all of the equations, which are yield stress for low shear rate region, yield stress for high shear rate region, plastic viscosity for low, plastic viscosity for high shear rate region, and also the critical shear rate, representing the crossing line between the imaginary line for the low shear rate region, also the imaginary line or Bingham plastic line for the high shear rate region. To determine the cost function, we need to consider both regions by determining the error for both regions evenly. So we chose this kind of cost function in the optimization algorithm. The optimization algorithm will use particle swarm optimization. This is the illustration of the particle swarm optimization. We can see here that firstly the particle is placed randomly, and then gradually after some iteration it can group in the minimum value of or minimum position of the curve. This is the equation. This is the consideration why we chose this kind of PSO. This is the parameter setup. This is the parameter selection for PSO. For the swarm size, we chose 200 swarm size because it has quite good accuracy, but it is okay if we want to choose 30 because after 40 iteration it is quite the same, the convergence is quite the same. And then this is if we compare with the experimental data, and then this is if we compare with the classical method, this mean square method. Then let's evaluate the predicted parameters here. We have plastic viscosity or the gradient, and then also the yield stress. Plastic viscosity representing the gradient. We can see the illustration for the gradient here. The low shear rate region, the gradient is quite steep, and then the gradient for high shear rate region is quite low, significantly low than compared with the low shear rate region. You can see the gap is quite high. And then if we compare the predicted yield stress at high and low shear rate region, we need to remember that yield stress representing the cross section of the imaginary line and y-axis here. So we can see the higher the magnetic field applied in the fluid, the difference will be high. So we can see that the difference will be gradually higher if we apply more magnetic field. Then finally, in the conclusion, we have successfully developed a systematic method to predict yield stress at low and high shear rate region. This is the content, and this is the future work. This is the future work. Of course, we need to refine the platform or the algorithm, and also we need to consider a wider operating range, and also we need to consider also if we can apply to another material. And then thank you for your attention and also for listening my presentation.